Okay, so how did you come about being in Fight Night, the Million Dollar Heist?
I actually got a email and a text message from the director saying that I was a director's pick.
Oh,
So I'm not
that's good.
exactly sure how.
Yeah.
I think they found me more than I found them. So
Okay.
just grateful to be on their radar and for them to, contact me when it comes to projects like that.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah, for sure.
So what was it like being on set with the talents like Kevin Hart and Taraji P. Henson?
Worldwide Entertainment TV. Stay tuned to our website at wwetvn.com, aka worldwideentertainmenttv.com.
So today we have Alexis Bria with us on the platform, and she's a triple threat doing singing, acting, and philanthropy. Yeah. So
Yeah.
who do you consider to be the top five artists, dead or alive?
Ooh, that's so tough. Dead or alive? We're gonna go with Michael Jackson, the king of pop. I'm going to say Prince. I like both.
Yeah. Can't go wrong
Um,
with those two.
I like both. I like Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston.
Voice.
The voice. The
Yes.
voice, man. That nobody's voice still compares to her voice. So, and my real name is actually Whitney, and that's who my mom named me after. So, love me
Oh,
some Whitney.
yeah.
Lauryn Hill for me. She
I
changed
guess.
a lot of the she changed the whole game when she came
Yeah.
in, with her singing, her rapping, her acting.
She was just at college, yeah, yesterday, I believe,
Hmm.
giving a
Um,
seminar about
yeah,
people, about making sure to make the music about the community and having a message.
yeah. So I feel like a lot of music nowadays doesn't, register with the community. They don't talk about what they used to talk about back in the day. Like the rappers back then, like rappers like Curtis Lowe, they talked more so about putting the guns down, about, having a say in the community, being able to have a
Yeah.
positive outlook on children. And the rap game just changed from that to like killing and murdering and all this. So my final one is going to be Tupac. Is that five? I said five? I think that
Yeah.
was five, right? So
Yeah.
Tupac, I felt like Tupac was the last of a dying breed who also again changed the game when it came to letting us know about police brutality and how they changed and how the system sometimes just hit it against just the way that we look and the
Yeah.
way that we are. So I think the people that made the biggest impact, number one in music and number two in understanding the assignment of getting the message out to people in a positive way, whether it started controversy or not. You still remember them not just for their music, but also for their personality and because they taught you something. You learned something when you came from them. So those are my favorite ones.
Okay, because speaking of community,
Hmm.
then we have a nonprofit, House of Edna, to uplift
Yeah.
mother.
House of Edna. House of Edna. Edna is my mom's mom, so my grandmother.
Oh, your
She
grand.
passed away, and I was never able to meet her, but she passed away when my mom was 16.
Yeah.
Um, my grandfather, my mother, and my aunt, they always talk about her and her heart and how she opened up her home to people and how she fed so many people and just gave so many
Yeah.
people things and she did outreach in the best way she could in the community, to give back. And for me, I always like helping people, but I never had a way to do it. And so House of Edna came about as it started out as a summer camp for kids to come in the community and be able to just have something to do. Then it moved and it changed from that to like acting and dancing and singing and playing instruments and having teachers come in and do all those things. And then
Yeah.
it changed from that to being able to help single mothers, having being able, like, so many things came about based upon just helping people. What was the need at the time in the community was the biggest thought for me.
Yeah.
And so being able to connect with my community, I felt like if kids have a positive outlet, then they're less prone to be on the streets. And so then it transferred over to gun violence. And then it just had, a lot. I lost a friend right out of high school and due to gun violence. So it's just so many things that House of Edna is, and that it changed over the years too. And as the time go by, I was able to employ kids. I was able to have kids get jobs in the community. I was able to give
Yeah.
credit hours to students in college. I was able to, I was able to do so many things that was needed at mom's church. Mom's also a pastor, so I seen a lot of battered women when I was young, was in a battered woman shelter. It was just me and my mom in the shelter. And so you see so many women, and there's so many different stories for women and kids and things like that. And I wanted to help moms, find a place to have their kids for the summer that was affordable in the community.
Yeah.
And that's where the idea came from. So House of Edna was birthed in my own personal way of helping the community in my best way that I can, and keeping my grandmother's legacy alive, and also having my mother be a part in the community for the church and being able to do outreach and things like that. So
Yeah.
I always like to help people, and I always like to give back and just do things. So I think that I dedicated my life to those things.
Listen,
And it's
keep
a
more.
good feeling, even though I
Yeah.
don't have, even though it doesn't pay or it doesn't, it's not as, but it's rewarding to see all of those kids that came through my camp or that came to me. Number one, they're proud of me. They see the importance in being a good person. They have businesses, whether it was entrepreneurship classes or, they just took a different route, and just seeing those kids be successful, finishing school, going to college, having jobs, staying off of the street. I help so many children now that they've graduated from high school. It seems like time has flown by, but
Yeah.
each one of those kids, whether it's AAU basketball, whether it's picking up an instrument, whether it's being in the studio singing, whether it's everybody pick something different from the program that helped them push them further in life.
Yeah.
And so it was a blessing for me to have that impact on so many kids, and for them to even remember that growing up, it changed their life in the future, and it left a lasting impression on them to be somebody of this world.
Yeah, that reminds me of the Tupac Center in Atlanta that we
Yeah.
were the media platform for. The exact same kind of thing that you're speaking of, with helping the youth with arts or doing business.
Yeah, yeah. And all of that is important, man. It's not,
Yeah.
it shouldn't go to the wayside. It shouldn't be dead. It shouldn't be something that we lost touch on. It should be definitely something. The kids are the future, and the way that the world is going to this day is we need more people to do something about it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we need more positive impacts on the community, on the young, the youth, like we need it. So I wasn't thinking that it was going to be as big as it was. It just became more than I expected it to be over time. And I'm grateful, but
We're
I
giving
can't say,
blessings, so the blessings come.
and that is a lot of reason why I think that so many great things happen for me in my own career by me just pouring into other people. I was never looking for a return, but being able to do those things, I think that God sees all. And I think that God allows things to happen for your time and for you that you love to do because of the heart that you have.
Yeah.
So it's important to just, like, being a good person shouldn't be a dead thing. Like, people don't like being good people anymore. People always want to hurt people or do different things, and that's we need more love. Like, it's already enough hate. It's already enough things going on in the world that's terrible. Like, we need something different. And I think that that's what the world is missing to this day, is just love.
That's what you bring with your music.
Yeah, love and kindness, man.
That pushes out the, the push out the vibration. So you're doing your part.
Yeah. It's